Hi everybody, welcome to 5 Minute Ministries. There was a child being punished, and the child was told to sit down, and the child just refused to sit down. And the parent told the child, if you don't sit down, there's going to be a bigger punishment coming. And the child sits down, but still in defiance says, I may be sitting down on the outside, but on the inside I'm standing up. Now that's the attitude most of us have when it comes to obedience. We don't want to obey. We begrudgingly obey. We obey because we are afraid of further punishment. We don't really obey for the right reasons, and when it comes down to it, we in our hearts are still in defiance. Now, the Bible tells us to do all things without murmuring, grumbling, or complaining. And we are to be thankful for everything. Now that's a really hard thing to do, especially when it goes against what we want. You may be given a school assignment, or you may be given a job at work that you really don't want to do. You don't like to do those things, but you still have to do them. But on the inside, you're complaining the entire time. Well, this goes against God's command to be thankful and to do things without complaining. But we want to complain, don't we? It's in our nature to do so. But especially as followers of God, we are to obey in 3 ways. Now I'm piggybacking off of a message that my pastor gave, but they're very good points and I wanted to share them. We are to obey completely. We don't do it halfway. We do it to the best of our ability, not just put in the minimal effort. And that's what a lot of people try. They try to put in as little as possible because they just don't want to do it. We are to obey consistently. That means every time we're giving instructions, we are to do it. We are not to pick and choose what we want to obey. I don't like that, so I won't listen to that. Or I like that, so I'll do that. That is not how we are to conduct ourselves. We are to be consistent in our obedience. And we are to do so cheerfully. Now that's a really hard one to do, especially if we don't like what's being done. If we are to obey for the benefit of another person. And that is the way God instructs us to do just about anything. We do it for the benefit of others. We do it for His glory. We do it because it promotes somebody else, because it helps somebody else. We don't do it for our own selfish desires and needs, and that includes obedience. And anything we do, we are to be cheerful about it and thankful that we at least get the opportunity to do something for someone else, even if we don't like the person, even if we don't like the instructions. But none of that's the point. How we feel about it doesn't matter. We are to do the things we are instructed to do. And when we do that, especially as a child of God, we are showing to whom we belong. We are showing Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ obeyed the Father in all things, and He did His Father's commands. And when we do God's commands, it shows others that we are genuine with our faith. We are genuine in what we believe because we obey what the Word of God says. And that's a very important thing. If we say we love our parents and we disobey them, then we are not showing that we love them. If we say I am loyal and dedicated to my boss and my job and we disobey them, then we're not showing dedication and loyalty. And you may ask, well, what if I'm not dedicated and loyal to the job? You obey anyway. Because the job is not about you, the job is about everybody else. If you don't do your job, other people may have trouble doing theirs, or may follow your lead and not do theirs, and then where would the company be? So when it comes to obedience, we are to obey completely. We are to obey consistently and cheerfully. And if you're having trouble with that, ask God to help you. This has been 5 Minute Ministries, and I'll see you next time.